Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Straight Outta Boston, and today I'm back for episode number 27 of my Pittsburgh Pirates franchise series here on MLB 17, the show. So, continuing forward with season number 2, into the month of May we go, and off to a better start than we had been in the first video. Remember, we were 8-6 entering that game. Well, we have played a lot better early on in the month of May, and towards the end of April as well. We're up to 24-13 right now, as we kick off a 3-game set against the St. Louis Cardinals, a team that had gotten off to a pretty good start, but has slowed as of late, kind of the inverse of what we have done so far this season. But one guy who's not been so good for us is Gerrit Cole. He's got a 6.39 ERA this year. He's in a contract year. He's a free agent at the end of the year. So there's a couple different ways to look at this. I mean, obviously Gerrit Cole is a big part of our team, and we're going to need him to pitch well, especially, down the stretch as we head into October. If we think we're going to be in the playoffs again, which we do think we're going to be, but if we are, we're going to need Cole to pitch well because, after Tanaka, if Cole's not really doing... Oh, look at this catch. God, so many diving catches in this game this year, I swear. But anyway, Marte gets robbed. So Cole, we're going to need him to pitch well because past Tanaka, after Cole, it's a lot of question marks. I mean, Nova has been very good the last 2 years, but he is getting up there in age. His ratings keep declining a little bit. Tomlin has been good for the last couple of years, but I think it'd be very hard to sort of count on him as, a guy who you can throw in there as anything more than a Game 4 starter in a playoff series. And we also have the youngin, Antonio Liriano, who's gotten off to a very rough start, but I have confidence in him. I'm going to keep him at the major league level, see if he can, stabilize a little bit and see how his numbers look after a few more starts, I would say, before I think about sending him back down. But anyway, it's kind of a question mark, so we need Cole to pitch well, basically, if we're going to be a World Series contender. But on the flip side, Cole not pitching well is going to lower his demands when he's a free agent at the end of the year. And, even though we had a down year, he was pretty good the last couple of years. Now, we'd kind of bank on him, even if he sort of had like a kind of random outlier 5 ERA type of season, I think I would still, and if I could get him back at the right price because of that, I would definitely look to capitalize on that kind of opportunity. So it's kind of it's a very interesting case with Cole because he is a free agent at the end of the year. So this is really a big year for him. This year, more than any other year in his career, is going to impact what he's going to make out on the open market, which, for better or worse, that's just the way the market works. It's always kind of a what have you done for me lately kind of league, and that's pretty much all of professional sports, really. But anyway, Cole kind of struggling in this game as well. He gives up a couple of earned runs in the first inning, so we're going to need the offense to pick him up a little bit. It's Josh Bell trying to do just that with a double right there. Now it's Gerrit Cole up with 1 out in the inning. He is swinging away, but he's taking that pitch for strike 3 as that clips the top part of the zone. So 2 down for Starling Marte. And this is Gio Gonzalez on the mound for the Cardinals. I thought this was also kind of interesting because Gonzalez was not only a guy we had considered signing in the offseason, but also the guy who knocked us out of the playoffs last year. He had a very good year. I think he signed a 1-year deal with St. Louis in this. And interesting, like I said, I considered signing him. I probably would have signed him instead of Josh Tomlin if I had, but I went with Tomlin instead because there's a little bit more familiarity and the money was a little bit cheaper. So Marte with an RBI base hit, and then Polanco flies out. So 2-1 St. Louis. Now it is Randall Grichuk at the dish. He strikes out looking on that fastball. Now it is Harrison Bader up with 2 outs in the inning and a 2-2 count. He's going to hit this one well towards the left. That is going to fall in there for a base hit. Little bloopa for a 2-out single. Next batter is Yadi Molina, the full count runner moving on the pitch. This one's blooped towards left center field. That is going to get down. And then this is just another example of the animations in MLB kind of frustrating me. I don't really know why Polanco has to tumble there just because he got that ball. It was very, very annoying to me. And the runner was off in the pitch, so because Polanco tumbled, the runner scores. And now it's 3-1 St. Louis. So if he had just stayed on his feet, that run probably doesn't score. But, oh well. Here, later in the inning, runner on second. This is going to be a fly out to center field. So Marte squeezing that one to end off the inning. On to the bottom of the 5th. Now we go. It is Alan Hansen up with 1 out. He's going to take that pitch for ball 4 easily, and probably should have been at strike 2, but we catch a break right there. So we get a 1-out base runner now. Josh Bell is the next man. Bell has actually been hitting fairly well to start this year. He's got really good numbers, but the sample size is still pretty limited. So I'm giving Austin Meadows plenty of at-bats out there in right field still, but with the start against the lefty, I did go with Bell today. Vina did not get the start, but he's pinch hitting here, and he hits that one very well towards left center field. 1 run's going to score. Here comes another, and this game is tied. A pinch hit 2 RBI double from Diego Vina, and he's actually going to get himself thrown out at 30. This was just bad base running on my part, but couple runs come across, so the game is tied, and we're going to turn it over to the bullpen. Naftali Feliz comes on. He's got a .70 ERA so far this year, just 2 earned runs allowed in like 25 innings of work or something like that. So he's been very, very good. Lights out for the most part, and he gets a strikeout right there. Bottom half of the 6th, Polanco up. He works the walk, so that's going to put a man on for the next man, Eric Thames. And after Polanco gets the second, that is going to be a walk. So back-to-back walks put a pair of guys on. And now the Cardinals are going to turn to the bullpen as Gonzalez is out of the game. Travis Wood is on now to face the righty, Brian Dozier. Kind of an interesting choice here, but Dozier does not take advantage. Instead, it's a 5-4-3 double play, and that is going to end off the inning. So the Cardinals out of the jam. So we're going to look for a big performance out of our bullpen today. We're asking them to give us at least 4 shutdown innings if we can, and, you know, that's only if this game isn't tied after 9, which, you know, right now it's 3-3, so there is a chance that we could be seeing extra innings tonight. Alan Hansen hitting this one very well to left field, and it's off the wall, just missing a home run right there. Hansen kind of hooking that one, and like I said, just missing the home run. I think it actually hits off of the yellow line to mark fair territory, maybe just to the right of it, but it was about halfway up the wall. So 2 batters later, 2 outs in the inning. Lefty on the hill still. So Napoli pinch hitting in the pitcher spot, but he strikes out on the high fastball. So that does it for that inning. Hansen is stranded at 3rd. On to the 8th we go now. Glenn Perkins is on. And like I said, a bullpen, I think, is still an area where our team has not really found a strength in up to this point in the franchise. Even last year, after we made all those moves at the deadline, I think the bullpen still kind of cost us some games there down the stretch, and it's going to be interesting to see how it fares this year. We got Tony Watson back. He's sort of that bona fide 9th inning man, probably a little bit better than Will Harris, at least ratings-wise, but he kind of does just offset the loss of Will Harris due to retirement. But Watson on for the 9th here is going to get a couple of strikeouts to send us to the bottom half. Still tied at 9. Still tied at 3, I should say. But that is 4 shutout innings from our bullpen so far tonight. 2 from Feliz, 1 from Watson, and 1 from Perkins so far. Thames getting a hold of this one. Deep center field. Could he have a walk-off? That is caught at the warning track. Fowler right in front of the wall there, making the play for the first out of the inning. So the next man up is going to be Brian Dozier. He's got a full count, still facing the lefty Segrist. Favorable matchup for Dozier. He hits this one well to right center. Could this be a walk-off? And that is going to hit off the wall. Just missing a home run once again is a Pirates infielder, but Dozier will cruise into second base with a 1-out double as the game-winning run stands in scoring position. Now Brandon Crawford up 2-2 count. He takes that curveball. That is right in the zone for strike 3, fooled on the pitch. Now Hansen up next. Hansen flies this one to right field, and that should be playable for Grichuk. And it is. That is caught. That's not Grichuk. That's someone else. But Grichuk's in left field. That's Harrison Bader. That is the 3rd out nonetheless. Watson on for his 2nd inning of work. I can't say his first name. I'm so sorry. Anyway, he strikes out. Diaz, the shortstop. So 3 strikeouts and 2 shutout innings of work for Tony Watson. Now it's Derek Law on to work the 11th. That's a strikeout on Grichuk. So it's been 6 shutout innings so far for this bullpen, as Dozier is up here in the bottom of the 11th with the man on. That is going to put runners on 1st and 2nd here. So the Pirates with a good scoring opportunity once again. It's Crawford up facing Matt Bowman, but he strikes out on that biting slider that runs out of the zone right there. Nice pitch by Bowman. Now it's Derek Law on for his 2nd inning of work. So the 3rd guy looking to work multiple innings here today. This is going to be a tough play. That is cut off by Marte. His throw goes to 2nd. It's actually going to be cut off and not in time. So the leadoff double, as Law is going to have to work around that. Well, that is a good start, getting Yadi Molina to strike out on the high fastball. That one was a generous call by the home plate umpire. Next batter is Fowler. He's going to walk to set up the double play ball, putting runners on 1st and 2nd. I was pretty cautious with Fowler there. Didn't really want to give him anything to hit. Next batter strikes out on the slider. That is Juan Herrera. And Law would end up getting out of the inning. So on to the 12th we go. Still tied at 3. It's Alan Hansen working the leadoff walk right there. Josh Bell is the next man up. Hansen moving for 2nd on the pitch. The throw down is going to be not in time. Seems like an accurate throw. Possibly could have gotten Hansen, but the throw was a little bit high. So Bell would be retired. Next man is Granderson, is pinch hitting in the pitcher spot. He strikes out. So 2 down in the inning now. Marte is our last chance. The 2-1 count. This ball blooped towards right field. This could fall, and it does. Just out of the reach of the first baseman, Hansen is going to score, and the Pirates win. A pretty weak walk-off right there from Marte, but sometimes that's all you got to do. Find the soft spot in the field, I guess. whatever, we will take it. So after 12 innings, the Pirates secure the 4-3 victory. We improve to 25-13 on the season, and there you have it. So a walk-off victory for the Pirates. Take one more look at it. Marte catching a bit of a break here. This ball probably should have been caught, but like I said, sometimes you just got to find, look at it, there's not really much room there in between those two guys, but it found the spot. Hansen crosses the plate, and that does it. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you did enjoy, and close them out.